Before we begin, don't forget to like and subscribe. I share chilling mysteries and eerie stories like this every single day. And tonight's story is one of the greatest unsolved disappearances of the 20th century. July 1937. The skies over the Pacific. A silver twin-engine Lockheed Electra flies low over endless ocean, its propellers humming like a heartbeat. At the controls, Amelia Earhart, famous aviator, record setter, icon of courage. Beside her, navigator Fred Noonan. They were on the final stretch of a daring attempt to become the first woman to circumnavigate the globe by air. And then, somewhere over the vast Pacific, the radio fell silent. The plane never arrived. No wreckage was found. No bodies recovered. Amelia Earhart had vanished. And what really happened to her remains one of aviation's darkest mysteries. Amelia Earhart was more than a pilot. She was a symbol. Born in 1897, she grew up at a time when women were told what they could not do. Amelia lived to prove them wrong. In 1928, she became the first woman to cross the Atlantic by airplane as a passenger. 4 years later, she did it solo, flying alone through storms and ice. She landed in Ireland, and history changed. She broke record after record. Altitude, speed, distance. The press adored her. Children looked up to her. She embodied adventure, freedom. By the mid-1930s, she was one of the most famous women in the world, and she dreamed of a final, ultimate challenge: to fly around the world. In March 1937, she made her first attempt, but a mechanical failure forced her back. Undeterred, she tried again. This time, the plan was to fly eastward, 29,000 miles around. July 2nd, 1937. Amelia and Fred took off from Ley at dawn. Destination, tiny Howland Island, a speck of land in a vast ocean. A US Coast Guard ship, the Itasca, waited there with radio contact and fuel. The flight would be 20 hours. Dangerous, but possible. At first, everything seemed routine. Amelia reported partly cloudy weather. The Electra cruised steady. Hours passed, but then, problems. Radio communication became garbled. Amelia's voice crackled in and out. Sometimes the Itasca could hear her, but she could not hear them. At 7:42 a.m., Amelia's voice came through. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Fuel is running low." Her voice sounded calm, but tense. They were close, but not close enough. At 8:45 a.m., another transmission. The disappearance sparked one of the largest searches in history. US Navy ships and planes scoured 250,000 square miles of ocean. Nothing. The Coast Guard combed tiny islands, reefs, atolls. No trace. For weeks, hope flickered. Rumors spread of faint radio signals. Some claimed to hear Amelia calling for help, but the signals were inconsistent, unconfirmed. By mid-July, the official search ended. Amelia Earhart and Fred Noonan were declared lost at sea. The world mourned, but questions remained. How could the most famous woman in the world, flying a state-of-the-art aircraft, simply vanish Theories began to take shape, and each one only deepened the mystery. The simplest theory was also the bleakest. Amelia had run out of fuel. She missed Howland Island. With nowhere to land, the Electra ditched into the sea. The ocean swallowed plane and crew whole. Supporters of this theory point to her final transmission. Fuel running low, unable to find the island. It fits. The Pacific is vast. A single aircraft can vanish in seconds, but no wreckage was ever recovered. Not a wing, not a propeller, not even a scrap of metal washed ashore. For some, the absence of evidence was proof that something stranger had happened. Another theory paints a lonelier picture. Some believe Amelia and Fred landed safely, but not on Howland. Instead, on a small, uninhabited island, Nikumaroro, a remote atoll in the Phoenix Islands, within Amelia's flight path. Decades later, artifacts were found there. Pieces of aluminum, a woman's shoe, fragments of a mirror, even bones. Some believe these were Amelia's, that she and Fred survived the crash, only to die as castaways. Alone on a deserted island, waiting for rescue that never came. The bones were later lost. Modern analysis of old measurements suggests they may have belonged to a tall woman, but it remains uncertain. A darker possibility emerged. Some believe Amelia did not die in the ocean or on an island, but in the hands of others. According to this theory, she strayed near Japanese-held territory. Perhaps she landed on the Marshall Islands, or was forced down by military forces. Witnesses later claimed they saw a woman pilot in Japanese custody. Some even swore Amelia lived under another name, imprisoned far from home. No solid proof ever surfaced. But the story of Amelia captured, silenced, hidden by governments, refused to die. So what happened to Amelia Earhart? Did she crash into the Pacific, her plane resting miles beneath the waves? Did she survive as a castaway? Her final days spent staring at an empty horizon? Or was she captured? Her fate written in secret history books, never shown to the public. No one knows. But what makes the mystery unforgettable is who she was. Amelia was not just a pilot. She was a dream, a symbol, a reminder that courage can carry us into the unknown. Her disappearance gave birth to legend. Her silence, louder than her voice. And every time her name is spoken, the silver Electra lifts into the sky again, slicing through clouds, heading toward an island that never appears. Before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe. I share chilling mysteries like this every single day, and tomorrow, another story waits in the dark.